Hey you guys, it's Fluffy Girl Jess. So I'm finally getting my act together and filming another DIY video for you guys. And today's video is going to be how to make your own dolly saddle Oxfords. You know, the 50s shoes. Yeah, the little shoes like from the 1950s. And they're usually black and white or navy blue and white, but you know me, I can't do anything, traditional, so they're pink and white. So this one is obviously finished. I wanted to show you guys what it looked like. It looks like that. Super cute, and it's really easy. For this craft, you are going to need a pair of dolly sneakers, like so. And make sure that they're canvas. I got these at Hobby Lobby. I think they were like $4.99. Not too expensive at all. And you're going to need some kind of paint palette. I just have this one because I use it a lot. This is just, plastic. You can also use a paper plate. So don't go out and buy all kinds of weird stuff. You can use a styrofoam plate. You can use a paper plate. You can use a plastic palette. There you go. You're going to need a colored pencil to mark where to paint on the shoes. And then you're going to need 2 tiny paintbrushes. I have a tiny one and an even tinier one because the shoes are little and you need to get in some small spaces. I also have a dotting tool, and you are going to need this. I have the littlest one right here because you need to put the little dots on the shoes. But you know what? A toothpick will also work. You also need a white artist's eraser. And I do strongly recommend a white eraser. A pink eraser will leave marks on the shoes. A white eraser will not. So there you go. And you're going to need water in a cup like this. And then you're going to need some kind of acrylic paint. This is what I have. I got this at Hobby Lobby. And this is Carousel Pink. And then I have this. And this is Fabric Painting Medium. And you can use this with acrylic paint. This makes the acrylic paint a little more flexible so it doesn't crack and peel off. So that's what we use. And it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So it's like 2 drops of this to 1 drop of this. So there we go. Okay, let's get started. Before we start marking our shoes, we need to take the shoelaces out because we're going to have to paint the tongue on the shoe. Like so. Then we get our pencil and lightly mark where we are going to paint on the shoes. And we're going to leave a little white space, as you can see right here. We're going to leave a little bit on the shoe right here. And then there is the stitching line right here. And that's what I use as my guideline. I just stop at that stitch line right there. And then you paint all the way around here and then all up here. And then you make a little bitty strip in the back like that. And then you repeat it on this side. And remember, use the stitching line. I guess you could see it. It's right here. Use that as your guideline for the tip of the shoe. And then over here, you could just go right there. And you can kind of look at it. And yep, it's even. So let's get painting. And you only need the eraser if you can see the marks after you paint. Then you can erase it after it's all dry and all that. Okay, you guys, let's get ready to paint our shoes. I have already put a little bit of paint in my paint palette. That's about 8 drops. Now I need to put about 4 drops of my Fabric Painting Medium in with the pink paint. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 for good luck. Okay, you cut. And then we're gonna, and it's just kind of milky looking. And you just mix it up until it's all awesome. And then we just get painting. And you're gonna have to use the little bitty paintbrush to paint around the shoelace holes. Okay, you guys, and if you're a little bitty and you're painting, please get parental permission. I don't want y'all just, you know, going off and doing it all on your own, which I'm sure you can, but, you know, a little parental permission is always good. And then you're going to want to leave the pink along right here. You're going to want to leave this. There's also a little stitch line right here, and you're going to want to leave that alone. You're going to leave it white. See? Like that right there. And then here's our little line right here. And make sure we don't see any little white spots through the paint. And now we're going to want to use our little bitty brush, because we're going to paint around the little eyelet holes. Whoops! And those will just go all the way up right here. And when that one is done, you're going to just repeat it on the other side. And when you have this side done, before you do the back, you're going to want to do the tongue right here. And then you're also going to want to leave a line on the top of the toe like this. So you can get your little colored pencil again and just make yourself a guideline. Ta-da! Simple as that. And then we're going to take our big, smaller brush, and then we're going to go ahead and paint the tongue. And we're going to paint the whole thing. This is the trickier part. You're going to want to make sure that the sides are dry, otherwise you're going to get paint on you. But, you know, it doesn't hurt. Paint washes off. And you're going to want to get all the way on the tongue. Okay, and when the tongue of your shoe is complete, kind of make sure that you get the edges of the shoe right here also. You don't really have to. The shoelace is covered up, but I'm a weirdo and that's what I do. So there you go. Make sure you get the inside of the tongue right there. And when all of that's dry, your sides and your tongue on your shoe are dry, you're going to want to paint the back part. And there you go. You have it almost complete. The next thing we're going to do is let our shoes dry one more time, and then we're going to add the dots. Okay, let's add the dots. You're going to want to dip your little dotting tool, and like I said, I used the smallest one. You're going to want to dip it in your paint and go to town. You're going to want to put dots on the toe, on the sides, and in the back. So we're going to do one dot here. Do you see that? It makes it really simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to do them across the toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's not an exact science. You do however many dots you want to. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there you have it. Your shoe is complete. And then there you have it. Your shoes are complete. All you have to do is wait for this one to dry. And then I actually get a pair of tweezers. The paint has to be heat set now because of the fabric medium in the paint. And I just use my hairdryer on the hottest setting. And I get a pair of tweezers and hold it like this. And then blow dry it for, I don't know, for like a minute or so, all around it. So, and that heat sets it well enough for dolly shoes. And then you can put the shoelaces back in it. And then you have a cute pair of homemade, absolutely adorable 1950s saddle shoes. And you can have them in any color that you want. And that's my video, you guys. And I hoped you liked it. And please try this for yourself. It's really fun. And thank you for watching. And thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.